and tiptoe through your life. Digging in the dirt, you can stress on the stripe, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith. Flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. Faith. You could cry all night about the things that you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways, but I'm gonna find a way to celebrate today. I'm flying on faith. Flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. Flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door.
Good morning, and we are here today on Be Radiant, the show where we talk about how to build and empower yourself and others to live a radiant life. We look at practical everyday life and how we can improve it. We want you to live your best life because you were created to be in His image. So good morning. We have a young lady coming on today that I am so excited to hear her story, for her to share who she is with you. She's doing some great things in the community, and she is making such a difference in the world. If you read my introduction of her online, this is a young woman who believes in empowering others to make sure that we are moving forward. If we want to see America change, we got to raise up some more LaToya Samuels who are not just going to sit back and let things happen, but they're willing to get involved, to serve, and to bring others into that place of service. So I'm excited to bring her on so you all can meet her today. And hopefully you'll be inspired by her story and you'll get out there too. So today, without further ado, I'm going to bring in LaToya Samuels, who is the founder of Women Empowering Women of Savannah. All right, come on in. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
I am amazing. I'm doing amazing today. How are you?
I am doing good. I am doing.
Well, you're looking good. You're looking good in your purple, which you're going to tell us a little bit about as we progress. But I'm excited to see you this morning. I was just letting everyone know a little bit about you, but I want you to give us some information. Tell us a little bit about LaToya.
Well, yes. I am the founder of Women Empowering Women of Savannah. In my Monday through Friday, I'm a property manager here at Westwind Landing Apartments. I am just excited to be on today. I'm just very, very excited. I don't know what else there is to say.
Yes. Well, now, how long have you been in Savannah? Because when you start an organization in a city, it's like, what's your attachment here? How long have you been here?
I've actually been here going on, I say 3 years because we all know that last year we kind of lost sight of last year. So it'll probably be 4 years. 4 years Mother's Day weekend. So.
Oh, wow. Now, tell me this. You came to Savannah about 4 years ago, and you have come here and said, hey, I want to create an organization where women are working together. What in the world? In fact, let's answer this question. We're talking this month, and I have on my Be Brave jacket. I told them I was going to wear it every day. Every Saturday for the month of May, because it says, as brave as a lion. And I believe that's what women are. And I believe that's what women have to be in this world that we're living in. So what is, when you hear the phrase empowered woman, and it's a part of the title of your organization, what does it mean to be empowered?
So basically, empowering women to me is just basically just sharing your testimony to another woman so that hopefully you can inspire her to live in her truth.
Amen. That's big. That's big. So to you, an empowered woman is someone who is bold enough to share their story, and scars and all.
All of that. Let it all hang out.
Oh, wow. And that's true. I think a lot of us, we try to hide our scars. We try to hide who we are. One of the big things I've been talking about is find your Genesis moment, that moment that you broke through. And for me, my Genesis moment is the moment that the Lord came into my life and he began to change all of that past. However, I have to be bold enough to talk about where I was to let them see where he's brought me. So, wow, I love it. So, stories, empowering each other with your truth, with where you've been, scars and all. So, what are some of the things that woman empowered woman? What is some of the things that they're doing?
So we have there's four different things that I don't even the word I lost the words, but we host a lot of events and it's based upon four S's.
Mhm.
Self-care is one major, it's very major. Success is the other one. Sisterhood and service. And over the last, I would say going on two years now, service has been the major standpoint that we've been sticking to.
Mhm. So self care.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me again. Success.
Sister
Right.
and service.
All right. So I'm gonna put those up because I want people to know exactly some of the things that you guys stand for. And I'm a slow typist.
Yeah.
Everybody that's ever watched me, they know that. I always tell them. But anyway, there we go. Let's put that up. So self-care, success, sisterhood, and service. That's amazing. So that gives us a good little jumping off point. So tell us, you said service has been driving you all lately. What are some of the things that you all are doing to show that you are a service organization in this community?
So we do a lot of outreach with the community lately. Over the last, as we all know, COVID-19 popped up in March of 2020, and so
Mhm.
we try to figure out a way to navigate in order to be able to be be an outreach to the community. So that being said, we've done a lot of outreach by going to Forsyth Park. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Uh-huh.
Okay. We've done a lot of outreach at Forsyth Park where we linked up with people helping people, and they're out there every Sunday serving the community, the homeless, feeding them. They have Bible study in the mornings as well. And so we've been up there with them. We've done bag lunches where we just go out in the community and pass out bag lunches. Just 2 weeks ago we were out there on Sunday because it's getting hot outside. So we just took some water and we watered the community by passing out water to those in the community. We've done blanket drives. We've done a number of things.
Absolutely, absolutely. And part of that service I've seen is that your family is really big in participating with you. Tell us a little bit about how that feels having your family be a part of this service that you're doing.
Yes, yes, yes. I just love them. They always just jump right in. Yes. So we actually had about, I believe it was because I lose track of the year because of last year, but I believe it was the year before last. Did a major. We wanted to do 150 bag lunches.
Hmm.
Had a package all 150 bag lunches, and we went down to Forsyth Park. My mother, my father, my sister, all of them came over at early that morning, bright and early. I believe it was like between 6 and 8, packing up all these bag lunches. Of course, my girls and my women empowerment group, they help with the donations. They also pack lunches at their house, and we had a lot of leftovers, so it was amazing. But we went
Hmm.
down. Three or four cars deep. And we just went out there and passed out the bag lunches at Forsyth Park to the homeless, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
Oh, wow. So tell me this. Whenever someone decides that they want to make a difference in their community, that's a big thing to me. I believe in community impact, that we are called to help each other. We are not islands off by ourselves, and we can never say, you're on your own, but we are supposed to be interconnected and working together.
Yeah.
When you thought about this, did you imagine that you would have the response that you've had? Because you've actually been highlighted on our local news stations as well.
Oh my goodness. No, I did not. I I did not. I just I used to be a part of a group called it was called the Chocolate Dolls in Columbia, South Carolina, and
Mhm.
the whole aspect what we were trying to aspire what woman empowering women was doing. And
Mhm.
however, we took that down a whole nother avenue
Mhm.
my non-Christian days. And then I came to Savannah and I wanted to think about a way where I can put forth my vision as well as meet new people in Savannah. And so
Mhm.
I just thought of joining another group and in which I did, and it was called the Black Pearl Project.
Mhm.
However, it wasn't my vision. It was a certain age group, a certain minority, and I was like, no, I want to be able to touch and reach all women from
Mhm.
all different walks of life. So I just randomly popped up with a idea in my head, and I had a dream about it. I am a dreamer, and I dreamed about it, and I said, you know what, LaToya, if you want something to be done right, you got to do it yourself. So I had a dream about it. I wrote down the dream, and um, WCW is a big hashtag that was going around. Woman Crush Wednesday is where WEW came from.
Uh-huh.
You know what? This is a way to be able to drive the people. Instead of WCW, we're going to do WEW.
Mm.
I called my mom. She's the first person I know that we're going to jump into that. She's one of the women that inspired me to just move forward and do it. And I said, okay, mom, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to host an interest meeting. It's going to be at your house and we're going to do a brunch. All women love brunch. And so that's where it all came from.
Oh, wow. I like that because a lot of times we go through life and we're just dissatisfied, or we're either not invited to a table,
Hmm.
we don't have a voice at that table, or like you said, we're settling for places to be and exist that don't give us, power or strength or love or joy. And we keep going back because we think that's the only thing there. But you made a statement.
Hmm.
You built your own, pretty much. I like to say it like this: you build your own table.
Yes. Yes.
Because at that point, it's like, I'm not at my table, everyone is invited. At my table, it does not have those exclusive, you have to do this or look this way or say this thing, but you were invited to my table. Your Auntie Penny is on here saying, dream girl. She is indeed a dream girl, Penny.
How?
Yeah, so you have to build your own sometimes. Absolutely. Now I want to go to the next part in there about self-care. Talk about that.
Yes, yes, yes. It's very important to unplug and unwind. Just self-care. When I think of self-care, I just think of unplugging and unwinding from
Mhm.
the everyday the busy life. So
Mhm.
taking care of yourself. We've done a lot of with the Women Empowerment Group. We've done just having a lot of vendors pop up. We had a vendor event allowing the other women that have their own groups and their own beauty care products and all of that. Just pampering yourself, getting your nails done, your feet done,
Uh-huh.
facial, whatever self care means to you. But
Uh-huh.
we love to do those type of events. Just taking sitting back and unwinding, unplugging from the world.
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to put up your email address because if you have some type of business that is geared towards self care, you see, like she says, they had an event where the vendors were able to come and present their products, but in the process, the women that were participating got a chance to kind of just be pampered and lay back. So if you want to get in contact with her email is right there. So reach out to LaToya. Self-care, sometimes people think of self-care, they think that they've got to go off to an island retreat or whatever. But self-care, you just said it. It could be something as simple as getting your nails done.
Mhm.
But we know that getting your nails done, it costs money. So what are some free ways that women especially, can just do some self-care and some pampering?
You could just be in your home. You could be at home. My favorite thing to do is when I'm plugging and unwinding is turning on my Alexa. I hope you don't have one in the background and I didn't turn it on. But but having my Alexa and I just turn on my Maverick City and I just lay on the couch or I just go on live sometimes and I just worship and listen to my music. I have my own concert at home with nobody else is judging me. However, if I'm on live, you can judge me, but I don't care. But that's a free way. Just being home or I also like to turn on white noise sometimes and just hearing the water and the waves, watching a movie at home. You know,
That's it. That's it. Self-care does not mean you have to go out and spend a lot of money, ladies. Okay.
yes.
Reading a book, oh, your sister Tina is on here.
I love you.
So yeah, making sure we are taking care of ourselves. Taking a walk. That's something that I started doing again is, getting out in the sunshine. We need our vitamin D, ladies, our bones as they age. We need it.
I got my bike. So I've been riding my bike. And just driving by and exploring new scenery. It's amazing. I love it. Awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If we are so busy doing and not stopping to just be sometimes, we're doing ourselves an injustice. And so I love that part of your focus is on self-care. That just really, it buzzed me when I saw that. I was like, all right. All right, so now let's look at another one of your S's, success. What does that mean even?
Yeah, success. We haven't even, to be honest with you, and we are looking to we haven't really touched on success that much lately, and I want to look into that this year. But success is if you have your own goal in mind. Success it's a big word. It's a big word.
Well, let me just ask you this, because some people, especially women, we have this idea of success is having the husband and the 2.2 children and living in the 5-bedroom house, and you kind of got this, you feel like you've arrived. Break that down. Success it doesn't have a certain look to it.
No, it doesn't. And you just waking up in the morning and getting up and going to work and brushing your teeth. I haven't even really touched on success in the group, and that's something that we definitely need to sit back and think of. We've talked about even having different speakers come and just telling your testimony. I feel like I've succeeded just by all the things that I've been through in my life and accomplishing that when I thought I was just not even gonna be here anymore. I feel like every day I wake up, I succeeded.
Oh, wow. That's the truth. That is the truth. Tina says that success is her word for 2021. Absolutely. But like you said, success has a different look for everybody. And if we stop getting these stereotypes of what it looks like, because, I believe in the Lord. I live for him every day. And there are some people, like I said, a lot of people think it's being married and this and that. Some people, God has really called them to be single, to be able to go out and do the things you're doing without worrying about a husband or children, and that's successful for them. And we've got to stop telling young women that successful means a husband and children. And we've got to say it could mean being able to start an organization like WEW. And that's success. That's success.
Walking in your truth is success in itself. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Because, like I said, scars and all. If I've determined in my life that I'm in my 50s, you're in your 30s, you're young girl, you're a baby. But I have determined that in my 50s, I will not entertain anyone in my life. Entertain meaning sitting with them, and I'm not going to entertain them if they can't accept my scars. If I can't be real in front of you, and I don't mean spilling my stuff all over you, but I mean that I don't have to pretend. I don't have to wear a mask. I don't have to wearing a mask. That's really a pun at this time.
Yeah.
But I don't have to pretend. I can be real in front of you, and not have to worry about whether you're going to judge me.
Right.
Now, there are many people that are in my parameter that I have to, have a certain demeanor for. But I mean my inner circle. My inner circle, if you can't handle all of this, I'm not even dealing with that. That's it. Absolutely. All right. Well, sisterhood, that's another one of the big words. That's another one of the big words is sisterhood. Talk to me a little bit about sisterhood. What does that mean to you?
You actually kind of dive right on in there when you were speaking of your circle, just be around other like-minded women like yourself, and be able to just be yourself. Just
one of my, I call them my yadas. Yada means intimate praise, and it also means being in intimate relationships. And intimacy just means being able to be transparent. And one of my yadas is your mommy.
Yes.
Sonia Samuels. Yes. And another one is on here, Penny, and she says we can handle all of it.
It's a lot, huh? It's a lot.
Girl, I come with a lot. I come with a lot. I do. And I enjoy everything that God has done and is doing in my life. And I want to be able to be transparent, be vulnerable. That's a part of self-care too.
It is. It all links together. All of it. Yeah.
It definitely is a big part of self-care, because we want to be able, and we have Mr. Marcelo Stewart on here. He's a young man that you need to meet, because he is very active in the community. And he was on the show a few months ago just talking about community activism. And that's what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. You are empowering more than just the women in your group, but the people in our community to begin to help each other. So he's on here. I want to make sure you guys get hooked up, because there's probably some things he can open up and show you about this community. So thank you for being here this morning, Marcelo. Your mommy is on here now. She says, so proud of you, my daughter. Absolutely. So sisterhood, like you said, it's being in a group of women who love you and they love each other, and that empowerment comes out of that. It comes out of that. Yeah. So amen. So I have a question for you too. It says, how or what should I say, how do you live out your faith in what you do every day? Your professional life, your personal life. How do you live out your faith, and does it have an influence on your life?
It definitely does. It definitely does. If I could go in and tell you where I came from, you would understand that it just automatic. It's every part of my everyday life. I wake up every morning, and I put him first at the top of the day, because he molds the rest of the day. So I'll wake up every morning and do my devotionals and my prayers, and it's like God is my natural alarm clock. I usually used to stay asleep till 9 or 9-10 o'clock, when it's time for you to get up and go to work. I just woke up at that time and just went on about my day, and then sometimes my day was just all over the place. But now my daily schedule is like God is my natural alarm clock. He wakes me up at 6:30, 7 o'clock. I have to say my prayers to start my day. I have to do my devotionals every day. And it just alters it alters your mindset, and you just go into the day with a positive form of thinking.
Wow.
As a lot of people may or may not know, about 2 weeks ago, I went and decided to get baptized.
All right.
my and I joke about it, but I'm rather serious. But I just think when I'm a property manager from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and when I get those residents or those customers that come in the office, I can't pay my rent, or they want to be cursing people out, or whatever the case may be, or
Mhm.
everyday life, you go to the grocery store and you run across someone that's not in, not in a good mood, and you want to respond, fun, and I laugh about it, and I say, LaToya, you left it at the you left it at the water. You left it at the water, and I laugh about it, but it's really, I take it really seriously.
Beautiful. Left it at the water. Talk about that, because that's big right there. That's big.
Yes, yes, yes. When I decided to get baptized, everything I did in my past, it was just washed away.
Mm,
Brand new person, and I'm not
mm,
perfect.
mm,
I do fall short on a daily basis, but
mm,
I'm just striving to do better. And if you can't, if you can't see that, if you can't hang with me, like you said, I can't sit at the
mhm,
table with you. Because I just want to be the hands and feet of Jesus. And
mhm, mhm,
if that's not where you're at right now, I pray you jump on the
mm.
bandwagon.
I love that. I love that. Now, and it's this. I did not cover this with you as we were preparing, so you make your decision. Is there any part of your testimony that you want to share with us? You made the comment that my past is in the past. Is there any part that you want to share with us?
I no, I want, I don't.
That's okay. That's perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. What I do encourage though, because LaToya has said that her group, part of being part of the Woman Empowering Woman, the WEW group, is that they're able to share their stories, they're able to share their testimonies, they're able to open those places and let people in. And I saw a young lady on here, Marlena Garvin. She says she's ready to be a part of Woo. I'm calling it Woo. In my mind, I keep saying WOW, and that's wow, not even WEW.
One of the
But
women.
I put up your email address. Reach out.
She's
Um,
she's already a part of the.
oh, okay, okay. She's already a part. But if you're interested in walking with this young lady and being a part of what she's doing in the community, please reach out to her at WEWLatoyaS at gmail.com. Let her know so that you can become a part of what God is doing. In Savannah, Georgia, and just in general, I always think about the fact that we're almost like ripples. We're like a drop, like that drop of water, and the ripples just go out and out and out from us. And so your drop in the water begins to affect someone else around you. So I am so grateful for what you're doing out there. Could you name one woman that has inspired you and tell me a little bit about how that woman has inspired your life?
Well, as we know, it's not, it will definitely be my mother. She's just radiant in itself. She just inspires you to keep. She just inspires you to keep going. Even she'll set a goal and she'll definitely achieve it. But sometimes you get so caught up and you have to do it right now at this second. And if you don't, you try the first time and you don't make it, then you forget about that goal and you move on to the next one. No, she definitely is the apple of my eye. I just love her.
Oh, wow.
She sets her goals, and as we all know, she just passed a major test. I don't want to get it all wrong. What is the test that she passed?
She is a licensed marriage and family therapist now. So, MFT.
Yes, yes, yes. She,
And that's not an easy task for anyone that's out there listening. My sister did that. Y'all hear me?
yes, yes, yes. And she just continues to strive and move forward, and it's just amazing to just watch her, watch her, just watch her do everything that she does. I just don't know how she does it. She keeps going and keeps doing it, and she touches many lives, and she definitely touched my mine by default. But But
That's a pretty awesome default.
was and I just strive to be more and more like her every day, you know.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. And that's it. You're right. She is someone who she is the epitome of success for me. I think you know success is never giving up.
Yeah.
And that's success right there, you know. And so just seeing your mom, that's amazing to hear. Sister Tanya, your tenacity has influenced your baby girl. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, and so not only has she doesn't give up on herself and her dreams, but she pushes you to not give up on yours.
Yeah, she's a bully, like Miss Penny would say.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so tell me, I'm looking back over my questions. Young women can often be plagued with self-doubt. How do you deal with self-doubt?
I like to. I'm not one, and for all those that know me, I don't like to complain and vent and grumble about things I can't be. I'm not doing right, or I'm not doing this right, or you if you start speaking, because your tongue is a weapon. So you start speaking those things out your mouth, and then you start seeing all those things happening.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It definitely will. So I like to speak positive things, and always when I hear some of my women say, I have a lot of people that come to me in confidence and talk about certain things, and I do the same with them. And sometimes I call them and I say, "Hey, girl, I just need a vent for just 2 seconds. Let me just vent
Mm-hmm.
get it all out." I don't know why I did this, and I can't believe I did that, and this, that, and other. But then when I start speaking words of affirmations, I just start speaking
Mm-hmm.
positive things about you. Sometimes you have to give yourself a pat on the back for where you came from and what you have done. Um, so that's what I like to do every morning. I like to just speak positive words. It's going to be a great day. I'm going to I'm going to do this report and get it all right. I'm going to be it's going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. I'm just going to love life. I have to speak that, even though sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to go to work. Why do I got to do this every day, 9 to 5? But
Mm-hmm.
just speaking positive words. And I let my friends call me and complain too. But I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
and then my next thing is, okay, so what are you going to do to change it?
There you go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. Speaking positive affirmations in the middle of that and saying, "Hey, I'm going to finish this report." You said something that caught my attention. I'm going to finish this report, and it will turn out well. So self doubt is saying, "Oh, girl, you'll never get this right. Oh, you're never gonna be successful." But taking it one step at a time, speaking positive things into your life. I have on a shirt today that every time I get into this little crazy place,
Yes.
because you know we do. Whenever you are a woman that's seeking to make a difference in your life, the negative talk comes in, and
Yeah.
I'll put on my little shirt. I was made for this. I
Mhm.
was made for this. So yeah, today I'm a little discouraged. So yeah, things aren't going quite the way I want them to, but I was made for this. And so, like you said, beginning to speak, I am God's chosen. He has already given me everything that I need to meet the challenge of this day. I will, like you said, begin to speak those will statements. I love it. I love it. I love it. Young women, if you're out there, she's telling you the truth.
I like to do, I will say, is I laugh a lot. So
Mm.
laughter. I just love to laugh. So just the other day I was, and I don't even like to speak of negative things out my mouth, but the other day I was having a rough day, and I
Mhm.
came home, and and I realized I was playing. I was like, oh, this is a bad day, all that in my mind. And I came home and I went to go cook, and my sister's online right now, so she's probably laughing in the comments. But I went home and I was like, yeah, well, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna cook something, and I dropped the chicken all over the floor. Dropped it on the floor. Then I was like, well, I'll pick it up. I'm going to wash it off. It's just me here. I'm the only one that lives here. I'm going to cook this chicken, put it in the deep fryer, burnt the chicken. The whole house smelled. It was just bad. So you know what I had to do? I just had to take a step back. And I had to just laugh at myself. I'm like, girl, there's people out here that don't have chicken. You know, there's people that don't have a house. There's people that don't have electricity. And you're over here grumping, getting upset about some fried chicken that you dropped on the floor. Sometimes I have to humble myself and say, you know what, LaToya, it's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
Thank God I have the money to order the pizza, you know? So I just laugh at things. I'm just like, this is so stupid. I'm just gonna laugh about it.
Well, girlfriend, I wish that at your age I knew this, because I did take myself very seriously.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. To the point that everything that I did was like, oh my God, I messed this up. I messed that up. That is no way to live. I now can laugh at myself. I love it. And that's true. Being able to laugh at yourself. And Penny is laughing because she knows that I'm not the kitchen lady either. I'm just going to tell you. So that's probably one of the places I've learned to laugh at myself the most.
Oh my goodness.
Well, see, LaToya, here the truth is, you did something that I'm not going to do. I would have just ordered the pizza first.
And the funny thing is, I'm really good at making chicken. Like when people are like, "Oh, LaToya's gonna make the fried chicken," she's gonna bring her dish is gonna be the fried chicken. And then I was looking at my chicken, and I called my sister. I flipped the camera around. I said, "Look at this chicken." She said, "Oh my goodness, that looked like burnt turkey wing."
Oh, Lord have mercy. So being able to laugh at yourself is a necessity. It's a necessity. Wow. I thank you for this. You have really given us something to think about. You've given us some words of encouragement. We're going to start taking better care of ourselves. We are going to start honoring our truth and not being ashamed of it. Oh, wow. You have given us a lot to deal with today. I want to ask, I always end my interviews by asking this question, because we are Be Radiant, where we build and empower people to live radiant lives. Mm-hmm. So what are you doing right now to build and empower LaToya to live her best life, to live a radiant life? What is something that is just giving you life right now?
Traveling. I'm actually right now. But I had told myself this year, because I do as I have my women's group, I have my regular 9-to-5 job, and so sometimes I have to unplug and unwind. And my thing is traveling every month this year, with or without COVID. I'm fully vaccinated, thank God. But you know, I will travel anywhere, one place every month this year. Mm-hmm. Just traveling and just exploring new things, and I'm just going to do what I want to do this year. Just do what you want to do. Sometimes you got to do what you want to do.
Absolutely. And you're in South Carolina, right?
Yes, South Carolina. Yes.
All right. So just taking those little mini trips, they just kind of give you life. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Once again, we are talking with LaToya Samuels of Women Empowering Women of Savannah, WEW. You can find her on Facebook at that very place, WEW, Women Empowering Women of Savannah. And I'm going to give you her email address so that you can reach out to her, find out a little bit more about her organization if you want to be a part of it, women. And if there's a man listening today and he wants to sow into this, she's not going to tell you no.
Oh, definitely. And then we also have the website is also the same, womenempoweringwomenofsavannah.com as well.
Absolutely. So make sure you go online, find my sister, work with her, and like I said, if you can't, make a donation. It is a nonprofit organization. You got your 501c3. So any donations that you make are tax deductible, and make sure that this young woman who knows she's already learned some important lessons, making sure she's taking care of her community, she's taking care of herself, and she's the real deal, the whole package. So if you want to support what she's doing here in Savannah, please reach out and do so. I love you, girl. I want you to stay in the green room for me for a minute, because I want to come in and wrap up with you. But I'm going to go ahead and end today. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Wow. I'm telling you, whenever I talk to a young woman who is that in touch with what is going on and is able to articulate what gives her joy, how she's taking care of herself and how she's taking care of others, it jazzes me. That is the jazz for me. So thank you guys for coming in this morning. Next week, we're going to be talking to Dr. Yvonne Moore. Dr. Moore is an OBGYN and in practice. And oh gosh, I just forgot the state that she's in, but she's going to be coming on. Dr. Moore is passionate about seeing women live their best life. She's been working as an OBGYN for over 30 years, I think it is, over 30 years. We'll talk more about that. But she's passionate also about the health of women, making sure that as they age, Memphis, that's right, so she is in Memphis. As they age, that they age in a way that it gives them life. She just yesterday participated in her 49th half marathon. Her goal is to do a half marathon in every state, and she just finished her 49th on yesterday. And so this woman is passionate about making sure women live their best life. They live their healthiest life. And so I invite you back in next Saturday morning at 9 a.m. to Be Radiant, where we build and empower you to live a radiant life. Be blessed and don't let anything keep you down, okay? All right. I love you guys.
You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt. You can stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. You could cry.